Hey everyone, Mark of the Trail here. I am at Mount Norquay in Banff. I'm doing this again with people like sitting right beside my car. You know, probably looking at me wondering why I'm talking to my phone. I'm starting to get used to that almost. I love downhill skiing places, man. They're just, the vibe is awesome. I mean, people are on vacation. They're outside, enjoying the sun, enjoying the fresh air, getting exercise. I love it. I love people's mood, people's attitude out here. It's really cool. I would be still downhill skiing if it wasn't for my knees and such. Also, it's a pretty expensive sport, so not that I haven't spent a lot of money day hiking and backpacking. Anyway, today I'm going to go do Stoney Squaw Loop, and then I'm going to go do the lower Stoney Squaw Trail as well. And I just realized that doesn't really, it goes down to the highway, so I have to figure out some other way back up. Unless I just want to turn around and come back up. We'll see what happens, but that doesn't sound like me, let's be honest. I'm probably going to find some dumbass way up. Anyway, let's go do this. Not exactly a lot. This is a nice new looking sign, but there's absolutely nothing in here. All right, this is not a big tough trail, this first loop, but of course I'm gonna make a day out of this because that's just what I do. I go and explore the entire area instead of just doing the loop. So got my ice cleats on right off the bat. Always ice cleats in the winter, especially when it's melting and it's all icy. It's just a good idea. They're practically essential as far as I'm concerned. Well, if you're wondering what the trail's like so far, it is a climb, slight, going through the forest. It must look pretty cold, but it's actually an absolutely gorgeous day for March 21st. My God. I just have a light jacket on. I don't even have anything on my head. It's a beautiful day. Great day to get out winter hiking. I haven't encountered anyone on this trail yet. It's nicely tamped down. It's not even icy yet because the sun doesn't get in here that well. And the ice cleats are working well. Well, I'm about halfway to the Stoney Squaw lookout and I'm getting cold. You know, it's just kind of eating away at me. I was trying to hold out, but well, I'm gonna try this jacket. It's Eddie Bauer, synthetic. At least I believe it's synthetic, unless I forgot. Yeah, pretty sure it's synthetic. And I mean, last year in the mornings, I was just too damn cold trying to get out for backpacks. So decided to shell out some real moolah for a real jacket that doesn't weigh much. And this is the first time I'm going to wear it. Should be interesting. And now I've donned my toque as well. So I've got the jacket. I'm already feeling warmer. This is why I've got like 10 pounds of crap on my back, right? I've got 2 liters of water. I have all these clothes. I have food. You know, there's been a few times I've encountered people who are going up elevation and then they say it's too windy or it's whatever, it's too this, it's too that. Just carry stuff on your back. I mean, I already look a lot different than I did just back at the parking lot. And because of that, my hike just carries forward. I don't have to turn back. I don't have to, yeah, just moving on. Almost there. Now that I got my jacket on and such, I'm nice and cozy. Fact is, too, these legs and my back and such are a little tired. This is my 3rd day hiking. I did 2 days of hiking in the Kananaskis already. The last 2 days. And, you know, whatever I can do to keep my legs strong, my back strong, or at least some kind of shape for the summer backpack season. And I'll be happy that I did stuff like this. Went out hiking even though my legs are tired. Well, this is the first view. Not bad. Starting to know the area a little bit, so I can't even tell where my finger's going. There's too much sun. But I think that's the Cosmic Ray Station. And just below it, that's the Sulphur Mountain Gondola Station. And you come back down here, Cave and Basin, and you hike all the way around. Well, the hikes I did. Down there, that's Fenland Loop, and then these are the Vermilion Lakes. I believe it's Vermilion Lakes. Yeah. Oh, not bad. Well, I think the view I showed you back there is the only view really you get of Banff. Quite surprising. There's the highway coming around over there, heading off towards Canmore. That down there, I think, is part of Tunnel Mountain. Well, actually, I'm not sure what that is. This down here, I looked, there's kind of a road / trail, and I think that's actually what I'm going to go hike later. I'm going to go finish this loop off over there, and then it's going to come back around, and it's sort of the lower Stoney Squaw going down there. This guy is Cascade Mountain. That's a serious mountain. I'm not sure if there's really any way for someone like me to get up there. I think you need to be a professional. One way to sort of tell is if you can see sort of a lump of rocks at the top of one of these things, and you know a lot of people have been up there. If you can't, that means that there's a little few rocks, and maybe there's a register, and it's real climbers that can get up this thing, or people in amazing shape that can do amazing scrambles. As far as I know, I've never really heard of a hike going up Cascade Mountains, so but there might be one. Who knows? Beautiful view, just beautiful. Yeah, you know, a partial view. Looking north. Now this is kind of looking northwest. That's Mount Norquay. You can see some of the runs. There's some pretty cool backpacks that go down here. That's part of the reason I'm coming down here. Out of the Mount Norquay parking lot, there is access to the backcountry. Now, by coming up here and doing some of these hikes, I get familiar with the area, get familiar with the trailhead for this, and it builds a little confidence to heading out into the backcountry, right? It always makes things a little easier to picture in your head when you've seen a trailhead and you've seen the first 500 meters of the trail, and you've kind of seen, you know, the mountains and stuff down there, right? It lowers the intimidation factor a little bit. And it's always kind of neat to hike right along a ledge. Right? I'm probably a little bit more than halfway done the other end of this back side of this loop. All right, so I've come to a big T in the trail. So if I kept going down here for about another 240 meters, I would get back to that lodge, which apparently is called Cascade Lodge. That's where I just came from. Stoney Squaw Summit. And I'm going to head over to the junction for Lower Stoney Squaw and Highway 1, 4.4 kilometers. It's down here. So for the record, on Stoney Squaw Loop, there's a couple of viewpoints. Nothing to write home about. Maybe something to go hiking. If your friends are all in one vehicle and your friends want to go downhill skiing, and you go do this hike while they go and ski. Not too bad. Not a bad little winter hike, right? it's winter hiking. You take what you can get. Anyhow, I'm gonna ditch the jacket because I'm out in the open. A couple of parts there on that loop, you went down into kind of lower areas that were hidden from the sun, and it was much cooler, so I was happy to have it. But it's a good little test run. I like it. I like it so far. And it's only been like 5 seconds to shut off the camera. Just came to this nice little view. That is an avalanche. Cool. I'm assuming they set it off on purpose. But yeah, there's a lot of moguls on this hill. Not a bad view. Well, I gotta say, this snowshoeing trail that's big and wide open is actually quite nice hiking. And especially when you got a nice mountain like that up there. As a view, not bad at all. There's almost no one using snowshoeing on this. Like, there's some footprints. I see a few ski marks. I don't see really any snowshoe marks. I mean, I don't know when the last time they groomed this. Maybe it's only a few days ago, but yeah, snowshoeing does not appear to be what people do out here. Oh, that's nice too. Look at that. Yeah. Mount Norquay, man. You know, this makes me want to get into downhill skiing again. I forgot how awesome downhill skiing mountains are. And $1 million idea, maybe way more than that. Someone invents chairs that as soon as you're loaded and you're off and running, they flip around and show you the unbelievable view. I mean, when you're riding a chair, all you're doing is staring straight ahead of the mountain. That's all well and good. It's fun to laugh when people wipe out right in front of you. It certainly has happened to me. And I had one kid laughing his ass off. But I mean, if a chair flipped around and showed you the amazing view all the way up, that would be unbelievable. Anyway, I'm sure it would make the chairs cost like double for all the chairs to flip around. Yeah, who the hell knows? And that's where I came from. That goes back down to the hill. And this is a rather unceremonious start to the lower Stoney Squaw. Stoney? Lower Squaw, I don't know. Lower trail. And here's an interesting sign. I've never seen a sign like this. And it's just incredibly true. I mean, I've heard 1,000. I've seen many cyclists come by. I never hear them first. They don't yell. Sometimes I will hear the bell ringing. Actually, there's just the one time I can think of hearing that. But yeah, they don't yell. They're just gonna come across a bear and scare the living crap out of it. And anyway, that's an interesting sign. I'm seen a lot of biking trails. I still haven't seen that sign, so it's cool to see. Most of the winter hiking that I've seen so far in Banff, this is my 5th day of winter hiking in Banff this winter season. Has been pretty well tamped down, just like that upper one was, but this is actually fresh snow I'm hitting. It's not like a foot of snow. There's been lots of people walk this trail, but not lately. There's been snow since the last time someone did. Kind of surprising. So I'm finally starting to hit the trails that don't get used very often. Wow, well, there's a lot of snow back here. This is the backside of Stoney Squaw, and I guess the least amount of sun, right? I mean, it's blocked off from the sun. A lot of trees. And yeah, it's gonna be a while before this is out of here. It is tamped down though. I mean, there's, you know, like right to the top of my boots and a little bit more of snow, but it is tamped down. Yeah. Getting out into the I mean, I didn't see a single person on that Stoney Squaw loop up there. So down here, I'd be shocked if I found somebody. Yeah, some very pretty rocks. I'm quite surprised at this trail. When I saw that road down there, I thought that this trail would very quickly put me down. It's a down by 40 Mile Creek, and I would join that road, and that was basically the trail. That's not happening. I've descended some, but not very much. I mean, right now I'm walking straight and level. So, and that road isn't in my app, and I don't remember seeing it on Gem Trek. So now I'm quite curious to see what lies ahead. Oh, there's a nice shot of Cascade, just a little lower now. Well, the trail has actually gotten a little worse. I'm actually starting to tramp a little bit. See how deep my feet are going? And, whoa. All right. And I have this track here. It's rather large. I find it hard to believe someone tried to ski down this. I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of, oh, Jesus. I have to be careful. It seems like the snow breaks away on me every so often, and I break through, and yeah. The snow is just softer or something here. It's not as well tamped down. Okay, you know where those big fat tracks are? That's Fat Biker. I can actually see some of the imprints now. Good for him. Man, this must have been a bitch in this deep ass snow. Big fat tires. Cool. Well, I was kind of hoping that it would go down to that valley and I would get this big cool valley walk, but you know what? This is pretty serene. I can't hear the highway yet. It's a nice little forest walk, so why not? Not many tourists on it, right? Nice and quiet. I don't really understand why the trail has gotten harder. The snow has gotten deeper. Look at that, look at that. Look how deep snow, look how far I'm sinking now. This part of the mountain gets less sunlight, more snow, I don't know. But that's exactly what's happened. Up top, it is much better tramped down. It's harder packed. I don't sink. Footing is much more secure. Yeah. It's funny how a trail can change. Okay, I'm starting to understand why people don't hike this in winter. It's actually gotten even worse. Oh, look at that. Right down top, past the top of my boots. Oh. I am tramping now. I don't even know if tramping is a term for hiking when you're, I'm not really post-holing. Post-holing is when you like break through the snow and make holes. But I am definitely tramping. I just made the term up. Oh. Ugh. Every single time. I break in and right past the top of my boots. Oh well, I'm certainly not coming back up this way. Nothing to do but go forward. Well, I'm not tramping as bad as I was, but I still am a little. I put a drop to pin on the highway where the trail ends, and it's 770 meters, so that's not so bad. I'm almost done. And now that I've zoomed in on my app a little farther, I actually do see that road over there on the app. So it appears this trail has nothing to do with that road. And that road is just some TransAlta, gas plant, whatever. Who knows? Probably not a bad, maybe not a bad little place for a cyclist to go down. Maybe they're just plain not allowed. Who knows? Anyway, looks as though I'm not going to see that road at all. Well, the trail is down there. It's still covered in like 6 inches of snow. But here we have a little break in the trees, and so this is dry. And there's a tiny bit of a view. So I'm taking an opportunity for a break. This is the only view I've gotten on this trail since it became this actual trail. I got some views of the ski hill. That was nice anyway. So this trail has given me a little realization. The pamphlet that is given to you by the Banff Visitor Center, you know, it's a great little pamphlet. It outlines a lot of winter hiking. The Stoney Squaw trail up there, the upper trail, is on this pamphlet. But this one is not. Now, why is that pertinent? Because the tourists are going to go exactly where this pamphlet says. And so then things are going to be well tramped down. Maybe this would be a good winter trail if it was on that pamphlet and they kind of advertised it as a whole loop. You go down the road, whatever, kind of the way I'm going to do it. But it's not on there, so people aren't hiking it. And yeah, something to keep in mind. If I hike something that's not on that little pamphlet brochure, then maybe there's going to be a scarce amount of footprints on it, and I'm going to be post holing, tramping like I am here. Well, I'm off trail a little bit and just checking out 40 Mile Creek. You can see that it does get used by the locals or whoever. You can see cross-country skiing tracks, right? And it would be pretty easy to go hiking up 40 Mile Creek. Not sure if there's anything official coming up here, but yeah, nice big wide open valley. Not bad at all. Well, I think I'm off the trail now. I followed the footprints and now here I am down on the creek. There's a great shot of Cascade. It's nice down here. I love the sound of running water. And there's the highway. I'll just walk back along here. Enough rocks to keep me from slipping into like a foot of snow. Oh, it's beautiful in here. When you're walking alongside a river and it's spring melt, it's a good idea to stay on the rocks. Because I mean, the river was over there, right? And then look at this. Look at it sneak in on me. Right? So I mean, if I'd been walking just on, I mean, there's all that snow over there. That's just over top of the river. It could have broken on me. Oh, if I know. So yeah, rocks, good idea. Safety. Here you have an old signpost or something completely entrenched in cement. So you got this nature fence here. I think primarily they put it up because the caribou have been shrinking a lot in number. And, you know, a lot of them die. Some of them are dying on the highway, so they put this up. And here's the beginning of the trail. Now here's a door. Okay, I can't just open it. Not sure what. All trails in this area are, so here it says closed to bicycle use. But then that's been blacked out. And then I have cyclists. Huh. I'm not sure how people come in and hike here and do cross-country skiing. I mean, obviously they get through this fence, but, well, where do they start? There's nowhere to park around here. Interesting. So there is Stoney Squaw. That's where I was earlier. There is an alternate way up over there, 1 kilometer, according to my app. But if I stay on this side of the nature fence, will I be able to get at it? I have a funny feeling that I won't. Now, is it worth it to be inside the fence and kind of hike along it for an entire kilometer? Up there you can see there's a big jagged thing of rocks that would probably screw me if I'm inside the fence. Well, I'm not sure if I want to take that alternate way anyway or just walk up the road. So instead of hammering my way through that fence for a kilometer, I think I'm just going to stay out here on the highway. Not exactly nice hiking, but well, I guess I'm not taking huge risks today. Why not? Now the fence has wandered away from the highway, and I'm actually using the fence as a hiking trail. I mean, if a fence is being taken care of, it basically makes its own trail. And clearly, there is money being spent to take care of this fence. So, off we go. Well, if I'm going to show you all my successes on video, I have to show you my dumb assness too, right? Yeah, great, a fence makes its own trail, but now I have to cross this. Oh, moron. All right, this can't have started this far back. I have to backtrack and find a way across or something. I'm not going to jump in. Ugh. Okay, so here we go. This is not going to be too hard. Could be a bit of a bitch on the other side, but, well, you know, it'll do. Well, it was sort of a bitch getting up that other embankment, but whatever. This is what I do. I take a completely simple situation and I make it difficult. And then I have to cross the creek that no one ever has to cross and spend perfectly good energy doing dumb stuff. And now here I am trying to fight my way back to the highway. I mean, really, I'm just a moron. Oh well. What do you do? Real stupidity of following that fence is I knew that it would go up there. I knew I'd be forced away from it, so why bother? Like, damn, I knew I wasn't gonna go climb that. Ah, well, walking along the highway. I'm all done the highway. Now I gotta do this switchbacking road all the way up to Norquay. I'm gonna see if I can find some shortcuts, otherwise it's gonna be quite a long walk. Well, I've got my ice cleats off and I'm down on my bare arms. As soon as I got down to the highway, the temperature totally changed. And I wanted to take that jacket off ever since, so I finally gave in. 3 different sets of clothing I've had up here. This, and then my T1 jacket for the whole hike up till now. And up there I had my big jacket on too. Well, so far I'm just hammering my way up the road. But up here there is, it appears to be like a cut line or something, or maybe power lines that go straight up, all the way up to Norquay. So I'm really hoping there's a trail on there that people have used, right? Obviously, footprints and such. Yeah, I have high hopes. Well, back over there I saw some footprints heading in. I took a few steps in and checked it out. Didn't like how little that it had been used. Here there's a few little footprints going in, but the road re-intercepts it up there. So I think I'm gonna walk around. That'll take a little while, like 10 minutes, and then reassess. See what happens here. Well, I already changed my mind. Screw it. Underneath the power line, there's a lot of snow because it's out in the open. In the forest, it's not that bad. You know, there's dry patches. There's a lot of cut down in here too. And they didn't just cut it down, they cleared it. So, I don't know if that's tree thinning or what, but it helps me. Some of it is down and then just cut and left. I'm not sure why. Must be tree thinning. Trying to protect the town of Banff. It was a long time ago because trees that have been cut are old. Anyway, as long as I keep the power line in sight, pretty safe to bushwhack all the way up if I want. I head over to this dry part. It's definitely a zigzag, but the road going up is a much bigger zigzag, believe me. It would take quite a while. Well, that didn't take too long. Here we have what looks to be kind of a little access, but all you really got in here is some piles of branches. Once I head up here, I'm pretty much committed to hiking, bushwhacking all the way up along the power line. What can I say? Sometimes I'm a moron, but it does result in a lot more fun. This is already really deep. Isn't there anyone's footprints that can guide me through here? Like, come on. Oh. All right. Screw it. Let's do it. Man, that just doesn't look good. Even the forest over there looks like there's lots of snow in it. Looks different from the forest that was down there. Ah, well. I guess I'm going to go be boring in the interest of safety. Well, needless to say, I'm looking for constant shortcuts. Nothing is going to be as good as that power line that went straight up. But hey, I'll take it. It's switchbacks. I can shortcut lots. I don't know if that was an old power line, old pipe or whatever, but it's good enough for me to make it up to the next road. And I'm obviously not the only one, because here's footprints. Well, there's one switchback skipped over. Two or three. Finally noticed me. Hey guys. Hey guys. What's going on, boys? A rare nature shot for me. All my bear calling means that they get the hell out of the way off the trail. And all the cars means that they don't care. Huh. Well, this shortcut here is kind of steep. Found a little deer trail. There's the road. I'm gonna climb. I'm gonna go up the elevation no matter what. I'll make it at least a little bit interesting. There's the road. I'm hiking up to where there's a lookout and two red chairs, and it's quite nice. There's no snow. Nice big trees. Down below I saw a sash on a tree, but just one. I won't put it on camera because it could be a native sash tree, and it's disrespectful and such to put them on camera, so I don't do it. But yeah, it's kind of fun. Kind of fun doing the climb this way instead of the boring road. Those red chairs when you're dog tired climbing. I climbed up over here, are frickin' amazing. Oh, woman down there in the chair though. Pretty much talking about work, talking about some employee that, you know, was a problem. They fired them and now they're a problem. It's like, okay, you're sitting in a chair in the national parks on vacation overlooking this amazing view. Will you, for the love of God, stop working? All right, no more shortcuts to be done now. Straight up the road to the parking lot, back to the car. Done. Gee whiz, is the hill closed? Whose car is that? I'm gonna have a real big problem finding my car. Jesus. Oh, and this thing must be broken or something. It's completely blocked in by a big, massive snowdrift. Anyway. All right, gee, I think anyone's still out hiking? This is hilarious. Only I'm crazy enough to be hiking out this long. Jesus. Well, I've never come back to a parking lot that big, that empty, and there's just my car left. I've certainly come back to I've come back to lots of parking lots, and there were 6 cars when I left and just me when I got back. But man, it was quite the sight. Well, that was fun. I mean, I have fun on all my hikes. The Stoney Squaw Loop, you know, it's okay. It's an all right winter hike. The trail going down, I would not generally recommend. The shortcutting up, it was fun. Yeah, why not? Right? I can certainly see what the bikers do, right? They come up that road and then they go down the lower Stoney Squaw. And, right, so they do that normally. But, yeah. Anyways, time to go get my feet dry because, of course, they've been wet for quite some time. Go check into my hostel. Tomorrow I'm going to hike some more. And then I'm going to head back to work. See you on the next one. Get out there and hike.